Hi! Back again to read some more on Knuffle Bunny. This is the third book and it's Knuffle Bunny Free. First, we read Knuffle Bunny, a cautionary tale, and this was when little Trixie was a baby. She's the main character in this story. She was a baby, and remember she talked oogle gaggle, gaggle flaggle. Then the second story was Knuffle Bunny 2. In this story, Trixie was a little bigger and she could talk very well. And then I think you'll find in Knuffle Bunny Free, Trixie has grown a lot. So let's get started. On the inside, we see Knuffle Bunny flying through the air. What do you think that means about this story? Let's see. Knuffle Bunny Free. One day, not so long ago, Trixie took a big trip with her family. They were on their way to visit Trixie's Oma and Opa in Holland. Holland is far away. So that meant taking a taxi to the airport, waiting in line, and watching Knuffle Bunny go through the big machine. Waiting some more in the airport, and finally getting onto a real airplane. So fun. On the plane, Trixie played and read and slept. Before she knew it, the plane had landed. Trixie and her family left the airport and got on a train to go to Oma and Opa's house. They have a big sign saying, "Welcome, Trixie." I bet they're so excited to see Trixie. Living so far away in Holland, they probably don't get to see each other very often. Oma and Opa were so happy to see Trixie. Soon Oma and Trixie were drinking cold glasses of chocolate milk in the garden. Suddenly, bum bum bum, Trixie realized something. Oh no. What do you think? Watch Trixie. Trixie didn't tell her daddy that Knuffle Bunny was gone. She didn't have to. I think he guessed. She's staring at him. Trixie's daddy called the airline and asked them to look for Knuffle Bunny on the plane. But the plane had left for China. China is very far away. Trixie's mommy hugged her and asked her to be brave. Trixie's daddy told the story of when he was a little boy and said goodbye to his special Lammy. Oma gave Trixie another glass of chocolate milk and remarked on how big she was getting. Trixie understood. She was getting bigger. Even if she wished she wasn't. The next morning, Trixie tried to enjoy going to the cafe and the swings on the playground and the carnival that was in town. Looks like fun. Does she look like she's having fun? Does she look like she's having fun? And while the whole week was filled with fun things, like eating French fries on the street, visiting real windmills, and feeding the ducks. See the windmills? Remember, they're in Holland. Trixie was still sad. She missed her Knuffle Bunny. Oma and Opa understood. Oma and Opa had a plan. That night, they had a surprise for Trixie. A brand new, top-of-the-line, Funny Bunny Oney Doll Extreme. Look! Is that just like Knuffle Bunny? It could walk. It could speak Dutch. Ik kan spieken. It could dance. Ik kan dansen. But it couldn't make Trixie feel any better. Poor Trixie. That would be sad, wouldn't it? Her best buddy. These are some special pages. Trixie was sure that she wouldn't be able to get to sleep. Another night in a strange bed without her Knuffle Bunny. But before she knew it, she was dreaming. Hang on. She was dreaming of great things. She dreamed of Knuffle Bunny and all the places he would visit. See Knuffle Bunny flying through the air? Does that remind you of the beginning of the book? She dreamed of all of the children that Knuffle Bunny would meet. Aww. She dreamed of how Knuffle Bunny would make them feel better. So sweet. The next morning, Trixie felt better. She had all of those things in her dream that must have made her feel so good about where Knuffle Bunny must be, where Knuffle Bunny has traveled. Excuse me with the pages here. Trixie had a big breakfast. She played with Oma on the playground swings. So fun. She's smiling. She even tried a sip of Opa's coffee at the cafe. It was a great day. Before she knew it, the trip was over and it was time to go home. Trixie hugged Oma and Opa as hard as she could. Then Trixie and her family got back onto the train and back onto the plane. On their way home. And listened to the crying baby as the plane lifted off. Wah! Look at everybody. Oh boy. But can you believe it? Right there on that very plane, look at her face. What do you think she sees? Trixie noticed something. Do you see it? What is it? She pulled it out. It's Knuffle Bunny. Knuffle Bunny, she says. Trixie was so happy to have Knuffle Bunny back in her arms. Oh, so happy. Yay! Happy enough to make a decision. Trixie turned around and said, "Would your baby like my Knuffle Bunny?" Whoa! Really? Asked the baby's mother. Really? Asked Trixie's daddy. Really? Asked Trixie's mommy. Bloggy Ploggy? Asked the baby. And the baby couldn't believe this. Really? Look how happy that baby is and how happy Trixie is. And Trixie, or said Trixie, she was big enough. The baby was happy. The baby's mother was thankful. Trixie's parents were proud. And the other passengers were very relieved. And that is how, a few weeks later, Trixie received her first letter. Mail time. Who do you think that letter was from? That was the end of the story, but somebody has written a special note to Trixie. A note to Trixie. Trixie, I hope to watch you grow up, fall in love, start a family, and be happy. And I hope that one day, many years from now, you will receive a package from an old pen pal. Love, Daddy. The end. Hope you liked it. I love Knuffle Bunny.